Okay, let's have a look. So 6th house is everything to do with the workplace, work colleagues, and work projects, but it's also mastery of your craft. So even if you don't go to a place of work, or you're doing something at home, or it could be a handcraft or something else that you are involved in, 6th house covers all that. It's your routines around that, and also your daily routines. It's also your health, your diet, and your well-being and your lifestyle, how that all fits around all of those areas that I've mentioned. It does also cover pets, so that may be relevant for you. So now we've got Pele, divine passion, coming in. So it says here, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so this can more than likely is applying to what it is that you're doing from a work point of view, or from a craft, whatever it is that you like to do. But it's saying that you need to examine this in some way, because it seems that you have been doing something almost robotically, or just doing something because it fits, it fit where you have been, or it was just applicable at the time, and it's paying the bills, or it's just keeping you in sort of a relatively safe position, or however it applies to you. But Pele is asking you to examine this, because this is about going after what is your heart's true desire, what really gets you up, what gets you motivated, what really, makes you sort of want to be wherever it is that you need to be from a work perspective, or if you're working from home, or however you're doing things. What really motivates you, what gets you up in the morning, what really lights your fire, so to speak. Because there's some aspect that you are either ignoring, or you are procrastinating on, or you're just not focusing on it at all. It's saying that there's some aspect of this situation which needs to be brought out and actually made a priority. This is about following your passions, because as soon as you do that, as soon as you go after what it is that really motivates you and what really floats your boat, then that will ignite other areas of your life. It creates that passion, it creates that excitement, it creates that openness, and joy and happiness and all the good things, really. It actually brings that out in you, but you have to acknowledge it. You have to honor these feelings. You have to make space for them in your life. It could also be applying to your, as I said, your health, your diet, or your well-being, or your lifestyle. Something is just has been in place, and it may not be serving your highest good, or it may not be actually serving you in general. You may just be doing things out of routine, or doing things because they seem, it's just the safest option, or the least troublesome option. But really what you want to do is you want to ignite that fire, whether that's personally within your health, diet, and sort of routines around that, or it could be your wellness and your lifestyle. So your well-being, that's very, very important. So make that a priority at this time. And that's around what you're doing with your time every day. And make sure that it fits your desires, what really is of interest for you. Don't just do things because other people are doing them, or because other people expect you to do this or that. Or it's the accepted standard to do it this way. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home, you cook dinner, you go to bed. That's it. So, whatever you need to examine this and actually bring this light and joy and passion into your life for something that you are working on, something that you are living your life in a way that is, related to that. It could also be that you've been in a set routine for too long. And you need to shake it up, because it's not helping you. It's kind of dulling your senses almost. It's not actually igniting that joy and that motivation to go out there and get things done, or to achieve, or to just work on your hobbies and interests, or whatever it may be. So it's about getting in touch with that passion and honoring that in you, because it will keep coming up in your life, especially if it's something that's suppressed or you're ignoring. It's going to keep coming up, and situations are going to arise in your life which is going to stimulate that coming out. And you're going to get opportunities again and again and again to actually honor that and go after what it is that really is important to you. And with that, we've got Sagittarius IC. So this is very much about expansion. This is about really seeing the bigger picture. And it's about adventure. It's about exploration. Now, this can be physically through travel. Normally, this is long distance or international travel. It can be that, but it can also be adventure or exploration in the mind. So this can be through studying. This can be through interaction in a more stimulating environment, or an environment which is better for you, which is why it's coming up in the 6th house. But this is expansion. This is luck. This is a breakthrough. This is really seeing the big picture and raising your consciousness in order to accept that and to move forward. There's lots of aspects that come in with the Sagittarius, but it really is about expansion, seeing the big picture. And that adventure, that yearning to go off and do something, or to really break out of dull, boring, or standard routines, or things that are just working, they're just ticking over, but they're not really stimulating you in your life. It's about breaking free from that and getting out there and going out. And it could even be social. It could be, there's lots of ways that this can manifest, lots of areas. It does also cover, things to do with publishing and promotions, being visible, getting out there. It can also be teaching. It can also be, legal related. Lots of ways that this can manifest, but it is about expansion. It's about that breakthrough, that luck, that going for it, having a big dream, or some sort of, reaching for something which is going to give you that enthusiasm. The Sagittarian energy is very enthusiastic, but it's also about I see. So this is vision, seeing things in a new light or a new perspective. And thinking out of where you have been up till now. Now, you've got at the bottom of the Fairy Tarot is the Magician. So this is a major arcana, very important for you. And it's saying you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. All right. So manifestation, very, very important. And don't allow fears or inhibitions or problems that you have dealt with before, or set routines or set ways of thinking to hold you back. You need to actually, really be sort of thinking out of the box, which is why you've got the Sagittarian energy. But the Magician is a very, very powerful card. This is your magic. This is your brand of magic. We all have magic. Everybody has their own version of it. It's unique to you. And so you need to pull it out. You need to examine it, and don't be afraid to do that. Don't get too caught up in fixed attitudes or fixed ways of doing things or fixed routines so that you can't ever grow, The Magician is very powerful. It's got that alchemy aspect to it. And certainly, the manifestation energy will be high, and it's especially high in the world at the moment. The world is changing, so you must change with it. And go after what it is that really makes you tick, what really is going to get you out of bed in the morning and actually motivated and enjoying what you do. It could also, as I said, be lifestyle related. So, you can do anything. Take charge of your life, take charge of your routines, and go for it. We've got here 5th house, creativity. So 5th house is that aspect to it. So this is again your brand of magic. Now this can also be pushing forward your individuality, your originality, whatever that may be, or just your flair in some way, shape or form, whether it's a hobby or an interest or something else that you're doing. There's some creative aspect which needs to come out. Now, it can also be children related. So these can be your children, or there could be other children that you're connected to at this time. You may be a teacher, which is maybe why you've got Sagittarius here, or you may want to do that. But it's about getting involved with children, either yours or in some other environment. But it can also be about getting in touch with your own inner child. So this is that lovely, playful, joyful, optimistic energy, living in the moment, not thinking about the past or the future. All your decisions are made in the present moment. So make sure that you are living in the present moment, and release yourself from too many restrictions, too many routines, too many things that are going to bog you down, and allow that flair and that creativity to come out. Not all of us are artistic, but everybody is creative. You're born creative, so make sure that you're using that. It can also be, in some cases, a love affair, but it can also be about risk-taking. So this, for some people, this may be stock market or gambling, but it can also be just that element of risk, you know, going after something which is something that you've perhaps wanted to do, or you suppressed, or you didn't focus on, or just never got off the ground. And this is why you've got the Pele card here to ignite that. The colors are very similar. It's all about the base and the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is your joy, your creativity, and your base chakra is your security and issues around money. You know, it's your sort of, you know, your anchoring point in life. So look those up, do a bit of research, but the colors are definitely coming in. And this is about activating that in you. So I feel that's coming in. This can also be about recreational activities. So this is something which is something which you like to do. It can be a sporting activity, or it could be some other activity like yoga, or anything recreational and pleasurable and enjoyable for you to do, whether it's with others, or you know, you're busy doing handcrafts, or whatever it may be. This is getting in touch with that. It's your place you go to when you need to relax and you need to have fun and you need to do some sort of activity, whether it's exercise related or passion related, you know, as in activities which you enjoy. Now you've got here Leo I Will, which is the ruler of the 5th house. So again, you've got these lovely, you know, sort of orange, and this is yellow. So this is more self-confidence related. And so this is about having that confidence. The Leo is very creative. It's outgoing. It's probably more social, which is why you've also got the Sagittarius card. So get out there, mingle. You know, get involved in groups or do other activities, try different things, mix it up. And this is also about honoring, you know, honor and integrity. Now, this can very much be for yourself, honoring your own particular interests and your own skills and talents, and honoring your creativity. So show up for yourself, all right? And it can also be, as I said, related to children. The Leo, the 5th house is all about children and creativity. So it could be their creativity, or perhaps you are getting involved in that with your children, or children that you are connected to at this time. So this is about getting in touch with your inner child, being playful, having fun. A bit of romance could come into this. If a love affair is important for you, then this is about love. It's about romance. It's about having fun. It's about socializing. It's about being the center of attention, if that is applicable for you. But it's a very creative, it's a very strong sign, very, you know, sort of vivacious. And this is how I think what you need to engender into your makeup or into your persona. But it's also getting in touch with that side, that childlike side, that playful energy, having fun, getting your fingers into things, creative things, and just enjoying that lovely, joyful energy or romantic energy, as it may be, and tapping into that. But you need to allocate this for yourself. So that's why I say it's honoring and integrity. This is about honoring your own particular creativity, making space for that in your life, and making it a priority for yourself as well. Now we've got your Bast Independent. You are your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So if it is a love affair that is coming in for you, then that I feel is to do with perhaps you need to just allocate time for yourself within that love affair. All right. So this is to give you time to go and enjoy your own interests, your own activities, your own creativity, and that playful energy, as I said, that childlike energy, which enjoys just having fun and all of that. But it can also be the romantic side. But it is saying that you do need to still maintain some aspects of it where you think individually, you have a bit of time which is individual from your partner. And this is important because it gives you a foundation for your own interests, and it makes you happy, you know. So don't get codependent. That's what it's saying. Don't, and that doesn't necessarily mean from a monetary or a social aspect, although it can be. It can also be to do with your thoughts, how you think. Think independently. Think, you know, make sure that you make time for yourself and your own interests and everything that you like to do. And not to the exclusion of your person, but so that it brings that creative and fresh energy into the relationship. It's things to talk about, things to discuss, but it's also time to enjoy your own activities and have your own ideas about things as well.